Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. Um, it is, let's see here, October 3rd, so I probably won't be able to post this video until early next week, if not like Sunday-ish. Kind of wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I'm a little bit more awake than normal because if you can see, the sun is out for the first time in probably like 2 weeks. It's been raining nonstop. Um, So just kind of nice to be able to jump in here and relax. It is a work day, so a bit tired, but ready to roll. So the other reason why I want to jump in is just a reminder that the Crimson Harvest is going on. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it. This character is about 9 days old now, so it doesn't have a whole lot of um, skills and that sort of thing. Um, but we're gonna see where we're at. I do have my notes. Let's see here. Things that I kind of found out over the last couple of days of playing. So we'll go through those right here. And it's kind of nice to actually do this because sometimes I start making a video and I forget what I'm going to talk about. So I can be like, oh. Um, but in reality, one of the reasons why I wanted to do it was just to say, uh, wait, actually, I want to grab this junk here. Ooh, we're gonna get a little. There we go. So, just to show you, the nice part is this is so dumb. Uh, I'm waking up, and like I said, I've gotten a little bit back into production again. And when you're just waking up and grabbing your coffee in the day, and you're trying to read up on a few things, um, being able to mine in HiSec is a very nice little thing. Even though I'm in my little venture, I'm just relaxing and being able to check out a few things like the Crimson Harvest or even the news and stuff like that, or make a dumb little video. So let's see here what I have for the notes here. So, uh, okay, so just recently, number one here, I did run into, just so you're aware, um, I started doing a few PvP missions, and I'll actually show you what I'm doing with those here um, in the next segment of the video, I think, or later on in this video. What segment? Yeah, I make segments. Um, but there was a mission that I was running, very base, very normal. I'm trying to get a word away from the word basic. I used it way too many times the other day. Um, where it wasn't pulling up the destination where I was trying to go. I got so used to having the destination over on the left-hand side, the new setup they have with the missions, and I actually had to do it old school and go into, oh my gosh, into the actual conversation and set the destination through there. So I got to tell you, you forget the upgrades that you've seen with Eve over the years until you're forced to do it the old way. Um, a lot of little bonuses that they've added in here over the last couple. I think they started them over a year or two ago, just making the world a little bit more fleshed out and easier for players to see, and that learning curve to be a little bit less. But you forget about what you used to have to do to get things done versus now. Um, so be on the lookout for that every once in a while when you're doing a mission. Or something. There may be some things that they haven't completely updated yet on some of these missions, my own personal viewpoint, I know these missions are out there. Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze. You don't need to hear this. Woo! Probably another one coming. Um, about to do it again. Wow. Now the question is, do I edit that out? Probably not. Um, um, so uh, doing these missions, um, it would be I know they've done a lot of updates to the 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 inherent, missions that are out there, but a lot of these missions have been around for so long, and, um, be kinda nice, and I have really haven't noticed, seems like they're the exact same missions that they've been using mostly. Maybe they're not, maybe you can tell me that they're not, because I haven't done missioning in a long time, but they seem very normal. Now, maybe that's just at the lower levels that I'm doing as well, so that might be something there, like, why would you update the lower yeah, actually, that makes more sense. Um, most people are only gonna do the level 1s and level 2s for a short period of time, um, and then move on, and if you get to the 3s and 4s, and I think there's even some level 5s, um, maybe those are the ones that are updating because those are the people that are actually playing for a long period of time and redoing those missions over and over again. So, I don't know. We'll wait and see until I get to levels 3, 4, and 5, which will be quite a while. I will say this. There is one thing that has always kinda a little bit perturbed me with the, missioning, and especially with the security agents missions, and that is the 5-part missions or even the 2-part missions. Um, I just completed a 5-part mission, the, In the Shadow of War 5-parter there, and, um, it gave me its regular bonuses for each mission, um, but there was no payoff at the end that I could tell. I didn't get any extra um, uh, points, any faction standing, any special reward at the very end, even if it was the most minimal thing. Now I might have missed something, but I've never really seen any bonus to doing these uh, extended part missions versus just doing the regular missions. At some point, I would really like to get in. Once I finish like a set of missions, I'd like to get into my feedback on that. I've only done 3 sets. Well, and you'll see here in a minute. 3 um, like I finished 2 or 3 single missions, and then I did a 5-parter. I know there's a lot more out there, so I want to reserve doing a full mission um, review for level 1s, until I get a few more under my belt. So maybe that'll be later on this week or so, but I'm gonna continue doing the missions. And I'm flying I'm gonna use the word basic, ship that I did in the video the other day and slowly upgrading, um, while I'm doing it. So, the nice part here is I can have this conversation and still make ISK with my little mining ship, or later on, before I go to work, I can go do 1 or 2 missions and have some fun there. I still haven't gotten up my forgot my drones counter here. I have yet to actually leave my drones and not be able to get back to them. I did leave my drones in the middle of one of the rooms of a mission at one point where I had to then fly out and then fly back in to go get my drone. So I did make that mistake. So I really do want to make that little lost your drones counter thing here. So at some point I will do that. Um, the other thing I would really kind of realize, I know there's other ways you can do this, but since the missions are kind of static, um, they're actually I think they might be helpful in testing different things. And one thing I want to do, I've been using I think it's the lead ammo, the weakest ammo, but the longest firing ammo in my Incursus. I think it's a lead or, well, let's just take a look here real quick. And I'm just using this as an example. Um, the, no, it's the Iron Charge, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it lead? I think it's lead. Let's go with the info, the lead, and your attributes. Capacitor need, range, oh no, it had to be the iron. Yeah, the iron gave me the distance bonus, the range bonus, um, and a lower capacitor need. So This was like the weakest ammo that I could pick up, so I started with it. I'm slowly working my way in. Then I think I picked up, is it iridium? One of the ones, or tungsten. I think it might have been tungsten. So I just picked up a BPO for tungsten. I think it's one of the two. 12.5. No, it's not that one. It might have been, I don't think it's iridium. Range bonus 20. Iron. Plutonium. 30 range bonus. I'm basically testing out, had to be tungsten, I think. Um, I'm going from longest distance guns up to shortest distance for two reasons. Number one, just to have a, or not guns, ammo, just to have a base um, thing to start with and see how much better the ammo gets. Number two, um, every time I used to play with the uh, hybrid charges, I always just used antimatter charges because um, they were the ones that gave you the most bang for the buck, at least as far as damage is concerned. It was the shortest range weapon, but I think there's other bonuses and negatives to actually using each other type of ammo. So what I'm doing while I'm doing these missions and flying this really simple ship is slowly ramping up the ammo that I'm using, and then kind of seeing what's going on. Doing the missions, if it's the same type of mission, and I know what I'm getting into, I can then start taking a few notes on myself to see what I like better. The reason for this is you can. I'm the type of person, I think a lot of people are like this, where I learn more by doing, and this isn't a cop out, um, doing than reading. And I don't mind reading. I want to read some, so I kind of do it in three stages. I read what something is, and then I go use that thing, and then I read more up on it afterward to get a better feel for, okay, so when I read it the first time, I'll have an assumption, and then I'll do that thing and get the real world and see if those some of those assumptions were correct. And then whenever I go um, do more research afterward, it gives it a better feel. I do that at work, I do that in life, and I'm focused on doing that here in Eve, only for the effect that it'll actually allow me to understand the game more and the mechanics. Um, I know that a lot of people, the really top level guys, understand this sort of thing, but it takes quite a while to do unless you're some super smart guy, which is not me and is a lot of people that are out there. Um, so this is my way of doing it, and it's kind of fun to do as well. But with the agent missions, I know what I'm running into, so I can then look at this mission compared to another. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this. So I've moved up to tungsten. I started building those. Got a lot of other ones to test out. And at some point, once I finish all of them, I'll do like another video on that, what I came up with and what I saw in the real world. Or you could just pull up the Eve wiki and ask somebody who's smarter than me, and they'll tell you in 5 seconds. Or you can wait 6 months, and I'll do that video possibly. All right, I think I need some coffee. So, what other notes I got here? One bonus missioning. Um, oh, one thing I'm doing with the missions is I'm I'm looking at the so actually I might just pull up my mission list here that I'm slowly coming up with. And I know 100% there are a couple places that you can specifically look online for every single one of the missions that are out here, and it will tell you the rooms and what's there and that sort of thing. This is more fun for me, and it's again teaching me more about something. Um, I'm actually going into each mission and ranking them from toughness and loot, and if there's a faction involved, and how it affects my corporate standing, both positively and negatively, and for each one that I'm doing. and currently I completed 3 separate missions: the unauthorized military presence, the 5-parter, The Shadow of War, and then the disgruntled employee. All these are very simple missions at level 1. Um, and then I started ranking, um, like the toughness of it starts at 0, and I've gotten up to like, and then I'm ranking them in order of compared to other ones. So it's not a 1 through 10 or a 0 through 10. It's basically that number will just get higher if I feel like it was tougher than the previous ones or somewhere in the middle. Um, the second one is the loot. So a lot of these missions give you really good loot, other ones don't. So finding those missions that you can get some good loot in is very important. And then the third one, and this might be one of the most important ones here, is there a faction involved? And if there's a faction involved, how does finishing that mission and also destroying some ships in that mission affect your ranking with both your faction and another faction? Because I always kind of wondered, do I get more points or do I get a more larger standing um, if I take on um, another uh, uh, like if it's I'm Galente, if I take on a faction like Caldari, um, or there's a lot of missions out there that are just mercenary groups that you can take on. You don't lose any faction standing. So I'm slowly ranking those up, and I'm basically just taking a notepad and writing all this down. And it's actually not that hard because when you're in the middle of a mission, it can be a little bit tedious, but if you're putting all this stuff down, you can. And then once I get this list together, if I keep doing missions, I can then focus on which missions are better than others for me to get what I want, and which are kind of a waste of time. So this will take quite a while, but it's actually kind of interesting. So I'm just making a little notepad here of that. And it's again diving into the game a little bit more. Could I look this all up online? Yeah, 100%. But I'm having fun with the game, and that's all that it's about. So, where are we at with our mining here? We gotten a whole lot. Where we at? Mining yield. What we got there? Oh, we're almost full. All right, let's go ahead and pull that in. Let's pull my drones in, and we'll go get docked up. Other than that, right now we've got the Crimson Harvest just started today. Um, there are a lot of good videos out there. I think uh, it was either Captain Benzie or somebody else did a video on how to prep for it. Looks like the event lasts through November 3rd. So I'm not going to do a specific video about Crimson Harvest in regards to how to get a lot of loot. But as this month goes on, if I run into anything special about the Crimson Harvest that I'm doing, I'll probably drop a quick video on that. As I'm doing these videos, I'm getting a better feel of how I like doing it. I'm really liking this. Make the video up or do a video when you want to do it, and then worry about posting this video when I get the time to relax and kind of look at it. So, what I used to get into a rut where I would do a video or I'd make a video while I was playing, and then I would get done. I'd be like, okay, I got to get that video up, and then I got to post it, and I got to make a thumbnail for it, and then I would realize that I didn't have my microphone on the whole time, and the video was kaput, or I was having problems getting up and running. Now, whenever I hit end, um, I'm not so pushed to try to get it out there. And it's really organizing myself a little bit better. What I would like to do is have these videos like they are right now. Like this video I'm making on a Thursday morning probably won't post until Sunday or Monday. But if something really cool happens in the in between and I want to record that and post that quickly if I've got the time, I will, and it might be like a 5-minute video or something. If I see something that'd be very helpful, especially like it with an event like this, that might be helpful or interesting, then I might be able to do that. Now, I will say this, it has also helped with my work-life balance because I'm doing this video this morning because I felt like it this morning. I've got a video that I made 4 days ago that just posted today. I got another one that's ready to post, I think like Saturday, and I can schedule these out, um, but take my time, so I'm not so pushed to do it. So I'm really liking that, and so that's been a little bit more helpful, and I think it's long term. It might be really good too. All right, that's all I got for today. Other than that, actually, I'm just gonna go play some more Eve. So, um, if you guys want to get in touch with me, the character name is Amanda Rose with a Z for Rose. Um, but other than that, that's all I got. If you want to check out the play, oh, I forgot to point. I always try it at the beginning. I never ask for likes and subscribes because I'm never going to make any money on this video. But if you want to check out the um, full set of videos in a chronological order, there should be a playlist in the description. I'm always going to try to post that. It starts with episode 0 and works its way on through. So please feel free to check that out. And if you want to not like us, wow, I almost said that. Stop. Yeah, I need more coffee. If you want to comment or converse in there, please do. Not going to push anything there. It's nothing huge. So other than that, hey, fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want. And I think I'm gonna leave that sneeze in there, those 2 sneezes in there just because I can. Hopefully, I gotta actually, that goes along with the whole I'll have to go back and watch those and see if they're funny or not, or I'll clip them out. So, um, all right, that's all I got. Um, have a good one, guys. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want. See ya.